I will leave the club at the end of the season.
In 2015, Liverpool FC was struggling, without a trophy for years and far from its former glory. The team was adrift, lacking identity and confidence, and had been underperforming for some time. It was in this context that Jurgen Klopp was appointed manager, bringing with him a reputation for transforming teams. Klopp, who humbly referred to himself as the normal one, promised to bring the extraordinary to Liverpool, and his arrival would soon prove to be a turning point for the club. Klopp's first season at Liverpool was filled with challenges. He inherited a squad that was in disarray, injury-riddled, lacking in belief, and far from cohesive. Nevertheless, Klopp's tactical vision began to take shape. He introduced his high-energy pressing style, known as gegenpress, which focused on relentless pressing, quick transitions, and a high tempo of play. Although results were mixed, with Liverpool finishing 8th in the Premier League and suffering a Europa League final loss, Klopp's leadership was evident in the team's renewed spirit and fighting mentality. His dramatic Europa League comeback against Borussia Dortmund at Anfield is remembered as one of the most iconic moments of his early tenure. The 2016-2017 season marked a significant progression. Klopp's influence on the team began to show, and key signings helped further his vision. Sadio Mané's arrival from Southampton added pace and clinical finishing to Liverpool's attack, while Jorginho Wijnaldum and Joel Matip strengthened the midfield and defense. Together, these players helped Liverpool implement Klopp's pressing game more effectively. The team achieved several notable victories, including a thrilling 4-3 win over Arsenal and a solid 1-0 defeat of Manchester City, showcasing Klopp's tactical adaptability and the team's growing unity. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Injuries to crucial players like Mané exposed the squad's lack of depth, and a mid-season dip in form led to disappointing exits from the FA Cup and the League Cup. These setbacks, particularly a shocking loss to Wolverhampton Wanderers, were a reminder that Liverpool still had work to do. Despite this, Klopp managed to keep the team focused, guiding them to a 4th-place finish in the Premier League and securing a spot in the Champions League, one of the club's major goals for the season. Under Klopp's leadership, Liverpool's transformation went beyond tactical improvements. The German manager redefined what it meant to play for Liverpool, instilling a sense of unity and resilience within the squad. His connection with the fans, characterized by mutual respect and passion, became one of the defining aspects of his tenure. His ability to cultivate a winning mentality and forge strong relationships within the club set him apart from previous managers. Klopp's approach was never just about winning trophies. It was about creating a foundation for sustained success, both on and off the pitch. After 2 years of rebuilding, Jurgen Klopp unleashed a Liverpool team in the 2017-2018 season that played some of the most electrifying football ever seen in both the Premier League and Europe. The summer of 2017 marked a turning point as Klopp made key moves in the transfer market, identifying the necessary pieces to elevate the squad. The most notable signing was Mohamed Salah, whose previous struggles in the Premier League were overshadowed by Klopp's belief in his explosive pace, clinical finishing, and relentless energy, traits that perfectly suited Klopp's system. Alongside Salah, Andy Robertson, a relatively low-cost acquisition, became one of the most inspired signings, solidifying Liverpool's left flank. Salah's arrival completed a devastating attacking trio with Roberto Firmino and Sadio Mané, creating a fluid, dynamic front line. Together, they formed a Fab Four alongside Felipe Coutinho, who was still part of the team at the start of the season. This attacking quartet helped Klopp's high-tempo 4-3-3 system overwhelm opponents, resulting in sensational victories. The 4-0 demolition of Arsenal in August and a 7-0 victory over Spartak Moscow in the Champions League demonstrated Liverpool's growing dominance. However, it was their 3-0 win over Manchester City that truly showcased Klopp's tactical brilliance, combining relentless attacking with resolute defending. The team was now feared across Europe. January 2018 brought a seismic shift as Philippe Coutinho left for Barcelona in a record-breaking transfer, leaving Liverpool fans anxious. However, Klopp quickly reinvested the windfall by securing Virgil van Dijk for a then-record fee. Alongside rising stars like Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk transformed Liverpool's defense, turning it into a cohesive and commanding unit. The combination of a solid defense and an explosive attack spearheaded by Salah allowed Liverpool to play with confidence and consistency, with Salah breaking the Premier League goal record by scoring 32 goals in a 38-game season. Liverpool's Champions League journey in 2017-2018 was filled with thrilling moments. They outclassed Porto, triumphed over Manchester City, and endured a nail-biting victory over Roma. However, the final against Real Madrid in Cave ended in heartbreak with a 3-1 defeat. Salah's early exit due to a controversial tackle from Sergio Ramos left Liverpool with a significant gap, but they fought back valiantly, with Sadio Mane equalizing before Gareth Bale's stunning goal sealed the win for Madrid. While the season ended without a trophy, Liverpool's exhilarating football and undeniable potential became clear to the world. In the summer of 2018, Klopp reinforced the squad further to ensure that Liverpool could push for silverware. The standout addition was goalkeeper Alisson Becker, who brought stability and composure to the long-standing goalkeeping issue. Naby Keita added dynamism to the midfield, while Fabinho offered defensive solidity and tactical versatility. Xherdan Shaqiri added depth to the attacking options. The 2018-2019 season started with a statement as Liverpool won their first 6 matches, and the Premier League title race turned into one of the most competitive in history. Liverpool's 97 points, the highest ever tally for a runner-up, were only surpassed by Manchester City, who secured 98 points. Despite narrowly missing out on the league title, Liverpool's defensive solidity, which saw them concede just 22 goals, stood out. Virgil van Dijk's performances earned him the PFA Player of the Year award, a rare honor for a defender. The Champions League journey, however, was nothing short of legendary. After a dramatic final group stage win over Napoli, Liverpool produced one of the most iconic comebacks in football history, overturning a 3-0 first-leg deficit against Barcelona with a 4-0 demolition at Anfield. In the final, a Salah penalty and a late Divock Origi goal sealed a 2-0 win over Tottenham, delivering Klopp's first trophy and Liverpool's 6th European crown. By the end of the 2018-2019 season, Liverpool had firmly established themselves as a dominant force on the European stage. They were no longer a team in the midst of rebuilding. They were a team ready to compete and conquer. Klopp's vision had come to life, transforming Liverpool into one of the world's most formidable teams. The focus now turned to the Premier League, where Liverpool entered the 2019-2020 season with one goal in mind: to secure the long-awaited league title. Liverpool's success continued as they triumphed in the 2019 UEFA Super Cup, defeating Chelsea 5-4 on penalties after a 2-2 draw. They then claimed their first-ever world title with a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Flamengo in the Club World Cup, securing an unprecedented international treble, Champions League, Super Cup, and Club World Cup. Liverpool's Premier League campaign began with a record-breaking 27-game unbeaten streak, amassing 79 points by February, an all-time best start in Premier League history. Key moments, such as Sadio Mane's last-minute header against Aston Villa, exemplified the team's never-say-die attitude. Whether it was late winners or defensive masterclasses, Liverpool always found a way. Their 3-1 win over Manchester City at Anfield was a defining moment, asserting their dominance and sending a message to their closest rivals. However, their Champions League defense ended early, with a 4-2 aggregate defeat to Atletico Madrid in the round of 16. Then, As the world grappled with the COVID-19 pandemic, football came to a halt. Klopp's leadership during this period was exemplary. He kept the squad focused and ensured the team stayed connected with the fans. When the season resumed in June, Liverpool needed just 2 wins to secure the Premier League title. A 4-0 thrashing of Crystal Palace, coupled with Manchester City's loss to Chelsea, confirmed what Liverpool fans had waited 30 years to hear. Liverpool were Premier League champions. The team finished with a club record 99 points, the second highest tally in English top-flight history, just behind Manchester City's 100-point triumph 2 years earlier. This was the fulfillment of Klopp's promise made upon his arrival in 2015, to turn doubters into believers. The 2020-2021 season, however, brought new challenges. Despite coming off their first-ever Premier League title, injuries, tactical shifts, and unexpected struggles saw Klopp's Liverpool face their toughest campaign yet. In the transfer market, Diogo Jota was added for attacking depth, Thiago brought world-class midfield control, and Kostas Tsimikas was signed to provide cover for Robertson. Despite a strong start, Liverpool suffered a shocking 7-2 defeat at Aston Villa, a result that shattered their dominance and marked the first time in over 50 years they had conceded 7 goals in a league match. Despite the adversity, Liverpool's resilience never wavered. Alisson Becker's dramatic last-minute header against West Brom kept the team's hopes for a top-4 finish alive. Klopp's side mounted a strong finish to climb from 8th to 3rd, securing a Champions League spot against all odds. While the season fell short of silverware, it showcased the team's fighting spirit and Klopp's ability to inspire in the face of adversity. Liverpool's relentless pursuit of glory continued through the 2021-2024 seasons, marked by historic victories and heartbreaking near misses. A stunning 5-0 win over Manchester United at Old Trafford, highlighted by Mohamed Salah's hat-trick, cemented their dominance. They edged Chelsea in 2 thrilling cup finals, winning both the Carabao Cup and FA Cup on penalties. Despite pushing Manchester City to the final day in the 2021-22 Premier League race, they fell short by a single point. In the Champions League final, a masterclass from Real Madrid's Thibaut Courtois denied Liverpool another European crown. But their status among the world's elite remained unshaken. Klopp, seeking to refresh his squad, brought in Darwin Núñez and young talents like Fabio Carvalho, but inconsistency in the 2022-23 season saw them miss out on Champions League football for the first time in years. The 2023-24 season saw Klopp revamp Liverpool's midfield with Alexis Mac Allister, Dominic Szoboszlai, Wataru Endo, and Ryan Gravenberch, sparking a thrilling title race. A League Cup triumph over Chelsea, secured by Virgil van Dijk's dramatic 118th-minute winner, became Klopp's final silverware with the club. Despite competing on all fronts, Liverpool fell short in the FA Cup, Europa League, and Premier League, bringing a bittersweet close to Klopp's legendary tenure. His time at Anfield was more than just trophies. It was about passion, resilience, and belief. He didn't just build a team, he forged a legacy that will stand the test of time. Now, as Liverpool enters a new chapter, Klopp's influence remains. What are your thoughts on his incredible journey? Share your opinions in the comments